Breaker 19, you're tuning in only for trucks. Come on back, brother. Please subscribe, brother.
So if you guys remember in the first video of me running the arm model, pulling that load of steel, I said the truck was very bouncy.
The cab is very bouncy, and I've driven trailers that kind of whip you. So, you know, we used to laugh and say, oh, they beat you to death. So I can't say if it's the trailer causing it or is it the cab, but it's just very bouncy. So I want to...
And as you can see, I found why. The cab shock underneath the driver's side of the cab is broken. So pretty happy to say I found that. While I was taking a peek at that, I decided to take a look at a few other things on the truck and just kind of get ahead of myself. And yeah, looks like I may have just went a little bit too far. Oh boy, we are in for a treat, my friends.
I'd rather wipe whoever's while it's really focused from than have to do this.
How you feeling there, Jeff? Don't do that. I was asking him how he's doing. He said, don't do that. The people want to see what we got going on. The what?
You measured 53 inches in the bottom of this?
Yeah, the ground. Why, am I wrong? Nah, we're all right. You got to count for the 24.5s. We got this. Setting this thing up so we can do some blasting. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Only for Trucks. Not quite sure if my face is dirty or not, so it is what it is. I have some good news and I have some bad news. Good news is we're getting ready to give you some arm model content, and I'm super excited for it. But the bad news is the arm model is going to be down for at least a week, if not 3, probably like 3 to a month, maybe a little more. So what we are doing now is prepping the Lowbed and the Mack for some sandblasting, some paint, and some cleanup work, and getting things the way we want them to be. So I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of what we got going on here. So between myself, my boss, and my buddy Jesse here, we are stripping the arm model down. We got the Lowbed all set up and propped up and taken apart. So like I said, we could sandblast it, paint it, eliminate some things that we don't agree with, and change things around to make it the way we want it to be. So it's gonna be a lot of work and a lot of time, but it will be worth it. So I'm really excited. I got some random stuff for you guys on my phone, and I'm gonna try to film some stuff along the way, but you're gonna get bits and pieces cut out here and there because there's a lot of work to be done and not a lot of time. So it's currently Sunday. We're trying to get stuff done on the weekend and then, you know, during the week and after other work hours. So it's gonna be tough to do, but we're gonna try to get it blasted and primed, you know, in a 2-day period or so. And then the paint can wait. We got a lot of welding and fab work to do for lights and other brackets and other things. And we gotta do some fixing on the Lowbed, and we'll get into that. And then on the truck, we're trying to move some air tanks around and get the hydraulic tank figured out and eliminate some things. So it's gonna be a process, but we're stripping the interior, we're stripping the wheels off. Like I said, I'm pulling the seats out, so it's a lot. But yeah, stay with us. We're gonna get this thing looking right, and then you guys will get to see it in McCountry. And if you're able to make it, then you'll get to meet us and see the trucks in person. So really excited, and let's get right to it. Look at you! Jeez! Let me see the cheeks, Sarah. Show me the money. Well, we made some serious progress today. I didn't get to record a whole lot because we were busy really just trying to get things done because we were rush. You know, we try to get as much done as we can with all the guys here on a weekend because it's really the only time we get. So I'm going to do my best to pick up on things tomorrow and finish up a few things, and I'll give you guys a quick rundown of what we did get done today. So let's start with the interior of the R model. What we have here is, she's pretty empty. We got the back wall out. There's a reason for that, and we got everything out of the center, you know, the PTO stuff and the lower and raise the body stuff, and wanted to figure out what airlines went where and what electric went where. And like I told you guys before, we're going to seal the holes up and make it a little more comfortable in the cab. So that was one step. As you can see, we have just about everything off the frame. The only thing left is that hydraulic tank there. And reason being is I'm going to go get some clean buckets tomorrow, and that way we can drain the hydraulic tank and put it into this guy. Look at him.
I split the ass of my pants.
That you did. We could get the hydraulic tank off and drain the fluid and keep it, which would be ideal. So I got to get the stack off tomorrow, and we already degreased the frame. We're going to let it sit overnight, and we're going to clean everything the best we can, and then we will be pressure washing it and getting ready for sandblast. I still have to strip this third axle and get that prepared, so that's going to be quite a hassle tomorrow to deal with that. We got the gooseneck, a little bit more to be done. I did burn out this one you know, bulkhead fitting. I have to do another one over there, so we're going to get that other one taken out, and we're getting this ready to be sandblasted as well. Same thing with the low bed, of course. She's going to be getting sandblasted. We got all the wheels off, obviously the decking, as you guys saw already. So that's about ready as well. So I'm super excited. Everything's going to be super nice. It'll be really cool to see it all really come together. So I can't wait. Beyond excited. I think the truck's going to be gorgeous. We're going to put a lot of time and effort into it. A lot of lights, a lot of chrome, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of polishing to be done. But we hope to get everything ready by McCungy. We got like 2 months, maybe a little less. And yeah, I'm excited. So that's Father's Day weekend. Like I said, told you guys before, hopefully you can meet us there, check us out, and if not, definitely have a full video up for you guys to watch if you can't make it or you're nowhere near local. So I'm excited. But yeah, don't think this is going to be the end of this one, so I guess we'll get back on this tomorrow and continue. So I'll see you guys then. Found their sunglasses. Yeah, I ain't lost no more. Feels good to have them. And I actually need them, not that they're burning glasses, but they're gonna help me because I'm gonna do some torching here in a minute. I want to give you guys a little bit of an update here and catch you guys up on what we got going on. So as I showed you yesterday, we have this thing pretty far stripped. So we are currently cleaning it the best we can by hand. A lot of scraper work, pressure washer, degreaser, all that good stuff. And then we're gonna be sandblasting it, getting it painted, getting this thing looking right. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea just how bad it was, because let me tell you, it is nasty. I don't know the last time it was really washed or degreased or taken apart or cleaned. Never?
Never.
You say never, huh?
There's like 15 layers of dirt under here. It's like an inch thick. I got a hammer and chisel to get this off. Ow! Keep getting dirt in my eye.
So yeah, as you can see, guys, he's really going at it. So it is quite nasty. There's a lot to be done, but we want it to be right. We want it to be clean. We want it to be nice, and be able to just maintain it from there. So getting this rough part of the job out of the way, it'll be very worth it in the long run. Can't complain about that. So that's about where that's at. Now, as far as the trailer's concerned, we got it apart as well. We got all the wheels off everything on the decking, like I said multiple times. And we have all the hoses and air lines and electrical wires stripped off the trailer. and everything, you know, like that, to be out of our way. So currently the plan is I'm going to be torching off these blocks here. I already cut one, but there's 4 in total. We're not sure what the previous owner needed them for, but we don't have a use for them. So I'm going to be cutting those off, getting them out of the way. And there's just little stuff on the side that we don't need. You know, that little stud there, I don't need that. I'm going to be taking this off, replacing that with a new one. There's another one of them studs. Whether it held an oversized load sign or whatever it is, may have been convenient for them, but that's not the route we want it to look or need it to be. So same thing on this side. If that was for their oversized load sign, I don't know. Maybe it was for their signage as well, I'm not sure. But either way, that's all going to get cut off and be removed, cleaned up, and get it ready for sandblasting. See, this thing, even these bulkhead fittings I had to cut, like, torch off, because I only got the one so far. You see that one over there? Like, I tried turning them and it was killing me to try to turn them things. So out came the torch and made it a lot easier. So yeah, we're just gonna keep cracking on this thing, doing what we can. Hopefully by the end of the day we're ready for sandblasting tomorrow. And that'll be, you know, another video for you guys to watch and follow along with this little process here, this build, because it's going to be a good one for sure. And like I told you guys before, hoping to have it ready for Makeover, truck and trailer. Might have something sweet on the trailer, not sure yet. But hopefully meet some of you guys out there. You guys can see the truck in person and meet us. And other people get to watch if they're not local enough. So really excited. But we got work to do, so let's get to it. We're making a little bit of progress. She's getting cleaner, but it still has a long way to go, don't get me wrong. It's, like I showed you guys earlier, there's a lot. Like you see, like that's all about cleaning. But then look at that. Holy. Yeah, there's a lot to be done, so we're doing what we can, trying to get it all. He's rinsing that third axle, and I got these cleaned up a little bit. The 2 blocks I burned off, so we're getting there, guys. Trying our best. Watch it. How's it coming along back here?
Huh?
How's it coming along?
Take better care of your trucks. So hoes like us don't gotta sit here and do this.
He said it looks like it hasn't been washed in about 75 years. Look a little rough. This guy is hard at it, boy. Let me tell you. Look at you. You're doing a fine job there, sir.
I'd rather wipe whoever's it was that we bought this from than have to do this. Oh man. I'm going home. Yeah, I work my 8 hours, I'm leaving.
So while he continues to clean up, I got this stuff lopped off the side here. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said earlier, I was kind of rushing it, but got those grinded up clean. Still got to do that side. I ran out of wheels.
Yeah, we're working hard.
Ran out of some grinding wheels, so I got to go get more. But yeah, so far so good, guys. The trailer is 100% ready for sandblasting. The gooseneck here is ready for sandblasting, and the third axle is also ready for sandblasting. So it's really just come down to the tractor, just trying to get the last bit of dirt and grime out of there and do the best we can. We're going to be gentle on the inside, considering all the airlines and stuff that we're not taking out, because we are trying to do, you know, a fancy job here on this thing, but at the same time we can't take it down to bare frame rails and get crazy. We just can't do that time and money-wise. Honestly, money-wise, it ain't even money really, it's time, because the money's the same what we're doing, but the time to really strip this thing down to a bare frame like that and do a full paint job or restoration, is just, that's not what we're doing. So just a decent coat of paint on the frame and make it look nice again and go from there. So we'll get the best of what we can with what we got. That's what we do. And that's that. So I'm not sure if this is going to wrap it up for this one or not. If it is, I'll be seeing you guys in the next part of this video. And if it isn't, then we'll be moving forward. Continuing this video here. Either way that may go down, I'll see you soon. Well, we're back at it. Today is going to be a lot of welding and fab work and stuff, so I'm really excited.
so far, what I have done, I got all these plates cut out. And what these plates are going to do, I'll show you what they're going to do, is I'm going to take this plate and I'm going to try to get that guy in this square here, weld that up closed nice, and we're going to start with some new round tail lights, just like you see on the back of that blue Ford there. That's the goal. And another thing I have going on is, as you can see, this little edge of the trailer here, I already started to cut this, and then I realized I wanted to get a little before and after for you guys, so I cut this, and now I'm going to be cutting this off, and I'm going to be re-welding that edge there to make it look nice again. And I'll be doing the same thing on this side, right about here, this little split here. I'm going to cut that off, make it nice, and then I have to do the same thing on the tail lights on the back of, you know, the trailer here. So that'll be the third axle. It's flipped down, which will be down all the time. So I'm just going to close up the holes on this trailer. I'm not going to be putting lights in there because we don't ever really plan on pulling the axle off. So if that changes in the future, we'll deal with it then. But more than likely, we're never going to take it off. So we're also down to needle scaling the frame. He got a lot of the heavy grime off and junk. So now he's going to needle scale it, try to get any heavy rust off, and also any tar buildup that couldn't come off with the scraper or the pressure washer. The needle scaler will get that. So he's having at it. I'm cracking on this, and progress is going to keep on going. And if you guys remember these pockets here on the back of the trailer, I'm not sure what they were for, but there's a lot of dirt and rust that just sits in there. So we're going to cut those off and get them out of the way, along with adding our lights in the back. So I already went ahead and burned these off. I just got to grind them up clean and get them nice again. So I'm going to be doing that here in a second. Just wanted to show you guys what I had done so far. I figured I'd start with this part because, like I said, it's going to be covered by the third axle. So I wanted to get my practice in here before I tear out the back of the trailer. And another thing I wanted to say to you guys was, I technically am like a certified welder and burner. You know, MIG, TIG, and stick. I did all that in high school, like a trade school and stuff. And I welded quite a bit. I think I'm pretty good. But I'm no professional. I don't claim to be a professional fabricator, welder, none of that. I'm not that. I'm a truck driver, you know what I mean? So what I do is what I do, and I try my best. And like I said, I think I'm all right, but I may not do it the right way, the most correct way, the best way, but I do what I know and I learn along the way. So if you guys have pointers or tips or opinions, let me know. If you guys got to roast me and tell me how bad I'm doing, so be it. I'm just letting you guys know that you're getting what you're getting, and I'm going to get what I get because that's what I'm doing. So that's how we do things around here. I'm pretty excited though. I think it's going to come out nice. I have a plan here. So let's get to it. Let's get to work. What's that, morning dove?
Woo! 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 Where's the extension cord at? Where's the light one? Put the camera down.
Alrighty guys, I think I'm done with the torch for now. You know, I was on fire a couple times, got a little hot.
we're good. I believe all the burning is done. So I figured I'd give you guys a look at what we got. As you saw, this side is still torched, but I grinded most of this side clean. So that's looking to be the finished product. I have a little more in the corner that I gotta get out. You know, deep in there, there's some stuff, but overall, it's pretty good. We gotta needle scale it because there's, you know, a bit of rust in the back that you could probably get off. So yeah, but that's the finished product, what we're looking for. And like I said, I still gotta get all the slag and excess material off this side. Burning the third axle here. I got this thing all done as well. So now I just gotta clean it up, grind it a little bit, do that thing. This side came out really nice. I don't know exactly how I got so lucky, but it was just a nice, clean, easy one. This one, as you saw, I go back and try to get the last little bit just to make as least grinding as possible after burning, so that's the game plan. But yeah, I'm gonna grind all this stuff clean, and we're gonna just keep on pushing. What's going on, guys? Here we are again, continuing the process. Finally, I got most of the grinding done. I'm not finished. I actually just sent Harry out to get some more grinding wheels. But I'll give you guys a rough idea. So the back of the trailer is finished. As you can see on the front here, I still have to grind up that side. I got this side mostly grinded along that bottom. I'm just getting over into the corner here. I have a little to do there in that one spot. And I still have that side to do. So once he comes back with the grinding wheels, I'll get that all finished up. But for now, I'm gonna start welding on the trailer. And I have some cool ideas to get you guys some sweet shots of that, so I'm really excited. So like you can see, I have this, like it's, you know, it's been smushed over the years, and yeah, we could heat it and try to bend it, but I don't really think it needs to, and I'm actually out of oxygen, so that's gonna be an issue. So what I'm gonna do is just run some beads in here and fill this up, and if I have to grind it, but the goal is to make this flat again. We'll get that little, that rub out of there, you know, so that's the game plan there. And then like I showed you guys, I have to weld this up, and I'm also gonna cut this off and give that a little cleaning. And same thing on this side. As you can see, that, if I can get the focus for you guys, this drop off here, same thing as the other side. It's a little smushed. So I'm gonna bring that back up and make it look, you know, flush and uniform again. Same thing there. So just little stuff to make the front a little bit nicer and hopefully, you know, last as well. So we're gonna get that done, and then we're just about ready for sandblasting. We believe the frame of the tractor is 100%. We think we gotta, you know, keep looking at it because you'll find stuff you missed. But he's needle scaling the inner rails of the low bed. There's just some spots. Overall, it's very solid, but like you can see the buildup. Look at this thing to focus. Like the buildup there, and he did a little bit in here already. You know, but he's just cleaning up the major surface areas with the needle scaler just to get it a little bit better. Like I said, it's just around those bottom edges of the beams and stuff, so nothing crazy, but overall, we're looking in really good shape. So we got some rain coming, so we're gonna have to let that pass, and then we'll get the sandblaster here, sandblast, and get things primed. But as I was just telling you guys, this has come a long way. It's pretty clean now. We got most of the heavy debris and gunk and grime and rust and everything else out of here, so it's really close. Like I said, we got to pressure wash it again and, you know, go over it and just kind of, everybody gets eyes on it, make sure it's all good. But for the most part, we look like we're pretty well off, so that's the game plan. Yeah, I'm gonna get some welding in, and you guys are gonna get to enjoy that because, like I said, I have a really cool idea for that. Let's do it. That's not gonna work. I tried, but you can't see and I can't see. We don't have it. What's going on, guys? I'm still trying to figure out if this is the beginning, the end, or whatever part of the video it is. I don't know, because I'm just trying to film it all, bits and pieces, and then put it all together for you guys. So this could be the beginning, the middle, the end. I don't even know. But either way, for me, it's another morning, just getting started. I did already do what I'm about to show you guys on the other part of the trailer, but before I did this one, I want to give you guys a rundown of what I had going on. So we do have the little like red magnet triangles for, you know, welding and stuff like that. But what I have here check me out, are these little guys. And I'm not quite sure what they're for. You know, whether they hang your coat or whatever it is, but they're strong little magnets, right? They're pretty sturdy. So with one hand, I'm gonna try to show you guys. So I have these holes here, and I cut my plates out. So put that like so, get it in place a little bit, and bam! Look at that. So I just gotta run it, you know, get it where I want it, whether it be a little higher, a little lower. And I have plenty more of those magnets, so whatever the case may be. But that's the goal. So we're taking the big holes and closing them up. Because like I said, we're gonna be putting 3 regular taillights in there, so that's the game plan. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how I was doing this. Like I said, cut out a little plate, put it in there, weld it around, grind the weld smooth. The plan is to have a flush little trailer there and cut our holes for our lights with the plasma cutter. So easy deal. I'm gonna weld these up quick and keep on moving. Otherwise, trailer is ready to sandblast. Besides this stuff here, Harry needle scaled the whole thing. He went along and cut all the little outrigger holders. We got all those cut out, except this one. What do you know? Oh. There we go. So we got all these guys. See if I can get it out. There you go. So we got all these out. And the purpose of that is to replace them. So they're all gonna go new. And otherwise, like I said, I think she's ready to go. So yeah, I'm excited for next week. We're gonna be sandblasting and going from there. So I will let you guys know how that goes. Well guys, it has been a day. I got everything that I wanted to welded up. Also found some other things that needed to be welded those as well. And I'm just cleaning up and I'm about ready to go home. But just wanted to show you guys, so what I got here, as you can see, those where the taillight holes used to be, they are gone. Beautiful thing. And then I found this piece of steel here, which you can see it has the holes in it there. That was there, but it noticed the rot and just decided it's worth it not to leave it there, so cut that section out, welded a new piece in there, tried to flush it up, grind it nice, so that's that. Don't look too bad, you know. Not bad for a truck driver, right? I'm not a fabricator or welder by any means, so it's good enough for me. But I think I'm gonna be able to squeeze this into one video. I know earlier on I said like, oh, this could be, this could not be. I don't know. This is like 4 days worth of random shooting and filming and trying to get the truck apart. And I wanted to give you guys this as one, and the next one will be the sandblasting and then the painting and this and that. So to give you guys like a final recap, if you will, the inside of the truck is all cleaned out. I blew it out with the, leaf blower actually, and it's all nice and clean in there. I believe this is 100% ready to go for sandblasting. It is, I can't say it's as clean as it's gonna get, but at the same time it is as clean as it's gonna get. It's pretty good. Harry's got a good number of hours on this thing, between by hand and a scraper and the needle scaler and pressure washing and the greaser, and he's got his time in on that, so that's good. Now I believe the trailer's ready. A couple bulkhead fittings that gotta go, but they could wait, no big deal. So I'm pretty sure we're ready to sandblast. So the goal is, it's currently Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. The goal is Monday we get the sandblaster and we'll hopefully blow it out within a couple days. Start painting. So that's the game plan. I believe this is gonna wrap it up for the video. I think this will be one good one. Hopefully it's not too long. I'll figure that out as I start putting it all together. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. And excited to bring you whatever it is that comes next. So, which will be sandblasting, duh. So yeah, see you guys then.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, brother. Over and out.